So still the shadow of a woman lies, the future sleeping in her form. What if she awakes like him, murderous and vile within? An angel banished into... No. Why does the knife quake in my fingers? Why is my heart an empty shell? What did the calculator say to the student? You can count on me. Aww. You can count on me. Welcome in, Saribot. That's actually a really cute joke. I like that. Dare I free her from her death? Quicken now her pulse and breath. I'm trying to see if I am live. That's my least favorite. Oh, wait. Okay, it seems to be working over on Twitch. Quicken now her pulse and breath. Alright, it looks to be working on YouTube. I am 20 stories tall. I am a giant, towering above it all. So welcome in, everyone. I'm actually going to put my hair up. Didn't have it up before, but I'm feeling like I want it up right now. I've come too far to turn back now. What is he doing over there? Look at him. He was just spinning around for no reason. I was once a dreamer, now I'm man's redeemer. We're on the verge of new frontiers. She's born to be perfect. Welcome in, James. How are you? So today, we're going to be doing more of the story with AFK Journey. I was once a dreamer, now I'm man's redeemer. I clicked the wrong button. I have to go out here and then go to the story mode up here. Is this new story or is this... It's part of the epilogue, right? Is there voice acting in this part? I don't even remember. Because side quests don't typically have voices. Oh, the Grand Mentor. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Isn't he a psychologist? So where we left off last time was everybody who cheated and then got the magical drink that's supposed to boost your magic. And signed the deal with friends. They lost their magic. So now Druela is hiring this really ridiculously expensive psychologist using the, what's it called, Mithril Consortium funds. And then they're like, something's not right. Food Day Monday. The next clip on my episode is going to be that YCS review. Nice. Maybe after this current upload match within a few days. Nice. That Hypofiend is acting strangely.
Magister, good timing.
Yes, voice acting.
It appeared out of nowhere, but hasn't attacked anyone. I thought about attacking it, but we can't afford to risk destroying any of the art.
Sylvan and I could try containment spells, but if it goes berserk, everything here is at risk.
The Hypofiend wanders slowly. You suspect that it's one Druela released from your memory star. It looks overwhelmed, as if tasting freedom after years of confinement. As you consider your next move, hurriedly footsteps approach.
Make way for the Grand Mentor!
Make way!
The Grand Mentor will save us!
No, don't do that. That's gonna irritate me. This Hypofiend's kind of cute though. I like him. They kind of remind me of No Face. Lemon! How are you feeling today? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Easy now. Stay calm and no harm will come. This is winning for both of us.
Everyone settle down. Listen carefully, and I promise you'll stay safe. Cooperation. That's the real key here.
He wants to be Xavier so bad.
Hypofiend, yes, I can tell you understand me. You're not angry, are
Bruh.
you? Just lonely, misunderstood. You don't seek destruction. You seek to be seen, to be respected. These young ones aren't here.
This
to
guy
judge
triggers
you.
me
They're simply
less, probably on the
watching,
same
waiting to see
same
who
wavelength
you'll
as
choose to
Jervin
be.
does.
Give me your anger. your pain. I won't seal you away or strike you down like others would. I'll show the world what you can become. And that's how everyone wins.
Something stirs in your mind, but before you can grasp it, Espen continues.
Exactly. Trust me completely. Lay down your anger. It's poisonous.
I hope your day at work goes well.
Go.
The hypofiend growls, then slowly lowers its head. The students gasp.
That's right. Treat others kindly, and they'll return the same.
You can relax, my friend.
If you understand, nod.
I can tell you're getting nervous, and I'm doing amazing, Brony. How are you? The hypofiend nods.
Tell me, will you raise violence again?
He wasn't even doing anything to begin with. After a long pause, the hypofiend shakes his head.
Remember this piece. Remember that we are not your enemy, and you are not ours.
The hypofiend scratches its head. The fearsome creature now seems almost harmless. Eston pats it gently, then turns to the crowd.
As you've just seen, hypofiends are lost souls, not monsters.
Gamer!
When we
Bama boy!
understand
I'm so glad.
instead of reject,
Yes, that's one of the
conflict
things we have to talk about
fades.
today.
Compassion
The free rank collab. I'm so excited. Honestly, they look so good in AFK Journey. I feel like their style works so well.
Remember this, my young friends. The strength of the soul surpasses even the greatest magic.
Thank you, Grand Mentor!
Come, let's take our friend somewhere safe.
I'm just interested to know how he's deceiving everyone. Eston leads the hypofiend out of the gallery. The students remain behind, stunned and whispering. Sylvan is speechless. You glance at Solis. Her raised eyebrow mirrors your disbelief. Taming a hypofiend. Without spells. Was it magic? Something else entirely? How did the Grand Mentor do it? My theory is that it wasn't even a hypofiend. And then it was someone dressed up like a hypofiend. I'm going to get her to at least Paragon 1 when I have 140k diamonds. Nice. Are you going to get Himmel too, or just for Ren? I plan to get them both. Did you see that, Magister? How did he do it?
How did he possibly tame a hypofiend? I've read many files on these creatures, and there's not one credible record of that ever happening.
That's a first for me, too. I don't think he actually tamed it. It looked more like a performance.
Exactly. Everything felt staged, like they knew how it would play out. Using a real
So it was a real
hypofiend was bold,
hypofiend.
though.
We get him S+ free to play. All we do is the event. I see. I didn't even know that. So thank you for letting me know.
Either way, two questions still don't add up. Where did the hypofiend come from? And why was it following his commands?
It came from one of my memory stars. The Syndicate likes to use hypofiends as tools.
The ones Druela took from you.
Yes. Tell her what you found in the
Druela
office.
has a secret report for the Adamant Syndicate?
You're welcome. Plus, you get 40 tickets to summon for either one of them. Nice.
So the Syndicate really does have our acting headmistress on a leash. That report alone is grounds for arrest.
Yes, Evie, get her!
She might talk.
The Syndicate likes
like
using
what
hypofiends
Eston
as
did
tools.
just now. Either he's working for the Syndicate, or he's one of them. And this probably isn't their only move. We need to stay alert.
They've been collaborating for a while.
Speech loss may not be an illness at all, but a dark magic effect. Just like the magic contracts, it's all connected. Using students for something like this, that's unforgivable.
I'm glad you're seeing it.
Agreed. We have to act now. No matter the angle, the Serene Lyceum can't take another major incident. One more thing. I keep
One more
feeling
thing.
Like I've heard that Grand Mentor speak before. His tone was
Really?
familiar.
Who is he? You felt it too. Those words, that cadence, you'd heard it there somewhere before. But where? It was a win-win guy?
I'll show the world what you can become. And that's how
Friends?
everyone wins.
Excellent. Prudence and courage in equal measure. Qualities of those who prosper. Together, we
Where's this guy wearing so many top hats? I have no idea. That's what I said last time too. I don't know where these hats come from. It's obviously it has to be something like scam, like to give them credibility or something different. I don't know what it is. My me and Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is already married. Whoa! I love Tomodachi Life. I'm so excited to be able to play it one day. I don't have it, and I won't have it soon. Unless I win one of these giveaways. I've been joining every single giveaway for Tomodachi Life I can find. Hopefully I can get one. Back in the day, they would wear them and sell them. Sometimes they do at baseball games, but I don't think that's the case here too. Oh yeah, with the hats, there's way too many. He's got like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 5 visible, but it's going off camera, so there's probably some more too.
What matters most are win-win partnerships and mutual gain. They benefit everyone.
That business-like tone, Franz and Aurelian said something similar.
The win-win phrase. Franz said it to me when he tried to get me to sign the magic contract. Eston and Franz sound alike too. Same delivery, same arrogance. Even their expressions match.
Are we saying that Eston and Franz are the same person? Because I didn't get that vibe at all. And Aurelian.
Consortium merchant? I've never met him, but I heard he's visiting Starfall County.
Oh, actually, Bama Boy, that I actually had to read that twice to understand what you meant. But that's actually smart. So they wear the like multiple hats and then just take one off when somebody buys it. That's actually kind of smart. He was the one who brought Eston in.
Tied to the speech loss scheme too. If none of this is a coincidence, the worst case is that Aurelian, Druela, Franz, and Eston are all working together under the syndicate.
Please catch them, please. Working together? Not quite. The way Druela fawned over Aurelian made one thing clear. He outranks her. Still, you're close. The truth is almost within reach. You find a quiet spot and go over everything you've learned, trying to piece it together. Ooh, I actually like this mechanic. I wish we did a little bit more with it, though. And hi, Abby. I'm doing amazing. How are you? Yeah, that's how they used to sell them back in the day, and that's how they sell baseball caps are at baseball fields. Nice, nice, nice. You can relax, my friend. I'm going to do with these two. Hiring Eston and Druela's report, because she was the one who hired him, right? Okay. Speech loss. No, win-win partnership. Hiring Eston. Yay! Druela and Aurelian work together to put Eston on the speech loss case, and they both report to the Adamant Syndicate. If Druela's attitude is anything to go by, Aurelian is likely the mastermind here. In other words, whether it's Franz or Eston, they both picked up their catchphrases from Aurelian. But why do their tone and expressions match perfectly too, unless Aurelian was speaking through them, using manipulation magic to guide Franz and Eston from a distance? What? He can do that? Aurelian is powerful. I still don't like him. And if Franz wasn't acting on his own power, then his escape from you and Evie finally adds up. What'd you miss? Oh, not too much. We did clock that Aurelian, or I mean, I didn't, not me personally, but Merlin and Evie figured out that Aurelian is using magic through Eston and Franz. There's another answer. They could be father and son. Yeah, that was like the most that I could, because they don't even like, to me, they're not that similar. I don't know how they put it together personally, but that's not what I thought. You can relax, my friend. What? I can tell you're getting nervous. So do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend, and find polities. Look at all that we have been through. We'll survive. Aurelian? What are you doing here, man? This is outrageous. Outrageous. Why isn't it letting me? I literally clicked that button like 3 times already. What? I can't be what they want me to be. Equality doesn't mean that you're free. I mean, can't you see? You are nothing like me. Black Cat just dropped in Marvel Rivals. Nice! To be honest, I don't remember which one it is, and I've already finished the story like 2 months ago. I see.
Don't worry. My flames will never hurt you.
This was part of the epilogue. Alright, I had to get rid of all those notifications. Happy A Snoop Dogg Day, LOL. Happy day if you celebrate. And hello, Buster. There was a rabbit named Buster Bunny. I can't be what they want me to be. Oops, wrong button. What? I didn't even mean to click records. Let's go over here. I'm still trying to talk to Druela. I might have to like exit and then come back in because she's clearly bugging. She's clearly tweaking. I think that's what I will do. I think that's why I started hitting all of the notifications, because I wasn't able to go through the story. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit and then we'll restart it. What are we watching today? We're playing AFK Journey, and currently we're trying to figure out what's going on and why people have been losing their speech, and we're trying to get Druela caught because we know she's evil. Buster and Babs Bunny, no relation, literally. We're tiny, we're toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony we're invading your TV. We're comic dispensers, we crack up all the censors. In Tiny Toon Adventures, come and join the fun. LOL. You can relax, my friend. I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. I'm fine polities. Look at all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how you're supposed to live? I don't think I can. Yeah, like any part that I sing that would be kind of heavy metal would be the parts that aren't heavy metal in those songs. Like technically there's a screamo part in like Miss Murder. But I can only sing the not like the stars that pierce the sky. He left them all behind, and now his children cry. He left us all behind. No. This is outrageous.
Did
Yes!
anyone teach you to knock, Merlin? This level of arrogance is unacceptable.
She's so
I'll have you
annoying.
dismissed. Wait. How did you even get in here? This room should be protected by magic.
The walls in the mall are totally tall. Like for sure. Man, for sure. What? I'll be where I want to be. That's none of your concern. I can say that I'll be where I want to be.
I strongly suggest you calm down and listen. As an envoy of the Lightbearer Empire, I am placing you under investigation.
What? On what grounds?
I obtained a report from you. It details your direct dealings with the Adamant Syndicate.
To be honest, I don't remember that episode. I probably watched it because I watched all of the episodes. at least the ones that I know existed. I feel like I don't remember how I watched it, but I should have had access to all the episodes. But I forgot. I forgot. Hard as heck to stay on top in Wand Wars, but it's giving me but it is giving me battle experience on how to fight.
It also confirms that you released a malefic wraith during the court mage selection exam, deliberately misdirected the investigation and endangered students. And you broke into Magister Merlin's tower, stealing multiple memory stars containing
This is what I brought you, this you can keep. This is what I brought you, may forget me. I promised you the patch, promise one thing. At Evie's glance, you take out the empty memory star.
How did you get that?
Through a routine contraband what?
Do you have...
Oops, I skipped it. Through a routine contraband inspection. Madam Druela, do you have anything to say in your defense? I was framed.
Framed? The evidence is consistent and well documented.
No. Mr. Aurelian, please. Tell them the truth.
Aurelian.
You're a respected member of the Academy Board.
No, they won't.
To you.
I would not.
As I mentioned earlier, my visit is prompted by a series of recent operational irregularities at the Lyceum.
What?
Since you assumed office, administrative problems have surfaced.
Dang. We know he's evil too, but he just left his, I guess, lackey.
First,
to dry.
The missing hypofiends, then the magic contracts, and now the speech loss case.
Right? Right, Wilden?
These are
Absolutely
signs of
unacceptable.
mismanagement and a lack of accountability.
And they put Big Rock in his mouth and hit him with a baseball bat, and surely the loon said the walls in the mall are totally tall, and then Dizzy Devil repeated, "Oh, I see." I don't even remember that, but thank you for letting me know.
Initially, I considered it a matter of inexperience, but now I'm inclined to suspect deliberation.
Can we clock him too?
In short, I see no path to continued cooperation. Board regulations oblige me to propose a replacement.
LOL.
You.
Envoy Evie, please escort her. Time is a scarce resource, and as a board member, I have far more pressing matters.
Snitch on him. Snitch on him right now, please. That's the only way we can catch him. Evie raises an eyebrow. You exchange a quick glance and silently agree to press Druela further.
Given the severity of these charges, you're facing a lengthy imprisonment. The public office's detention ward isn't as elegant as this place.
Thank you so much for the
It will give
ping.
you plenty of time to think, and perhaps come up with better explanations.
Have a good stream. Well, thank you, Lucian. I appreciate you.
No. Aurelian. You said everything would be fine.
He might become a recruited hero. We can talk to her at heart-to-heart tables. What's his game? I have no idea what his game is, but he is not accepted. He is not welcome here. There are some people that I just don't want on my team, ever. Aurelian and Siren are, pretty much up there. Gervin, maybe, if he ever became a recruitable hero. Maybe, because I really do like his Hypo Fiend form. I think it's cool looking. But I don't like him as a character. I don't even think he was well written. Well, I guess it's a little bit debatable, but he's not my favorite villain by far. And a lot of his motivations don't really make sense to me.
You expect me to take all the blame? I won't.
I don't like Cyrus the Virus, LOL. For me, I tell him to see you later.
Merlin, Envoy Evie, he's the one behind all of this. Franz worked for him. The magic contracts were his design. The speech loss outbreak was planned long in advance. Even the Grand Mentor is aligned with him.
Okay, let's get them all.
I was coerced into cooperation. No, manipulated. He's the real mastermind behind all this.
Okay, so we have grounds to arrest everyone now, right? So let's arrest everyone, take them down to the station, and grill them. Under mounting pressure, Druela spills everything in a panic. Silence fills the office when she finishes. You keep your eyes on Aurelian, ready for any sudden move. But he remains calm. He slowly lifts his gaze and meets yours and smiles.
Merlin, you've likely suspected my affiliation all along. Since that suspicion exists, we may as well lay everything on the table.
I'm building Countess. She's a meta hypo fiend. Nice. I kind of want Countess on my team too. She's cool. I like her. I vibe with her.
A successful merchant, after all, must possess methods best left discreet, and advantages sufficient to secure victory.
There is this guy's psychotic because it's one thing to want to be successful and to make a profit and everything, and then there's another thing to be trampling on everybody ever and then putting people's lives in danger, their magic in danger, ruining lives.
Wouldn't you agree?
No! Are you psychotic? Well, I mean, he is. I hereby enter into a contract with you. My magic is gone. It's the contract power. What happened?
What have you done? Why is our magic disappearing?
Evie didn't sign a contract with him,
A
did he?
small clarification. Magic, like capital, never truly disappears. It only changes hands. In this case, to me.
But I never signed a magic contract.
You should know a successful merchant always has a few tricks of his own. Your true name is recorded on the contract, simply not by your own hand.
That's diabolical. Well, you can't do that. That's not how contracts work. That's forgery. And it wouldn't work. It's against the law. You can't do that. Like, that just makes me upset on like a magical level, like a gameplay level. You know what I mean? Like, if anyone can just write down anyone's name and then forgery and like, you know, like, I just don't like it. Like, that should not be allowed. It's like Faye. They have to like use their specific language. Like, can I have your name? To be able to actually get the name because they have the politeness rules. I feel like they should have that too. There should be rules. You can't just write someone's name and then expect the contract to work.
You can steal someone's magic just by knowing their name?
It's like Death Note. Students said their names during treatment, so that's how you took their magic.
An astute observation, Merlin. What a shame. I had hoped to collect another batch of magic from the Grand Mentor. Those students drift through their studies without understanding magic's essence.
Ugh.
Power like that, left unguided, is little more than waste.
That sounds like the dude from My Hero. Which one?
The Adamant Syndicate,
I mean, I don't think I would know,
full
but
consortium, they're merely
I watched the Japanese version of My Hero,
opportunity. Merlin,
I
would you
think.
care to join forces? Together, we could become the greatest mages in all of Asperia.
What? I won't work with a syndicate. I'm already... Ooh! You're not qualified to work with me. That's diabolical. These honestly are shady for no reason. Well, I mean, to be fair, like, he did kind of earn it. But I'm just going to say I won't work with a syndicate.
Alliances shift with the market.
Not that much.
Should
I have
circumstances
morals.
inspire reconsideration. I am Aurelian, one of the 7 elders of the Adamant Syndicate. Greed is my title and my mask.
I can tell. Yeah, you're very greedy.
I've observed
Your greed sickens me.
From the moment we met at the Serene Lyceum, I knew you were no ordinary individual.
He literally talks like a snake oil salesman. You know, like he's just annoying. Like, I don't understand. How do people like this? Like, how do you... I guess people don't like him, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I haven't seen anybody talk about Aurelian. Now that I'm thinking about it, only Siren. Siren gets a lot of fans. I don't know why. There's a villain on there that has... There's a villain on there that all he has to do is hear you talk and he can know your ability is and use it against you. Oh! That's cheating too. Like, come on now. Like, let's stop. Let's stop.
You learn quickly, adapt faster, and
Not really. It's not really
there's an
cheating.
Opportunity presented to you. Qualities essential to any successful merchant. Greed is natural. Desire is not something to deny. Harness it, and you can gain far more than you ever imagined. Should you ever decide to manage it, my door remains...
You're not managing it. To a degree, like, it's okay to want things. That's fine. But to want something and then to take it from someone else is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. 100%. They also have a villain like that on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I have never seen JoJo. To be honest, I don't think JoJo is for me. Because I like Bishonen, you know what I mean? Like pretty boys. That's what I like. And then JoJo is not about pretty boys at all. Must be like a mark. Ouch. Now he's getting malevolent. He was always malevolent. I never liked this guy. It's not for me either. I just watched it to see if it was, and it just so happened that one of the villains was on there. That's fair. Not a chance. I'll never work with a syndicate. Look at Druela. I don't trust you. I'll say not a chance.
Then our discussion ends here. A pity. I prefer win-win partnerships, but if cooperation is no longer on the table, I'll simply claim the win myself.
I don't even like how he speaks. He has a lot of... you know what I mean? Like, he's like, if cooperation is not on the table. You know, I just don't like it. There's a lot of, like, in his voice. Breathy, I guess? I don't know if the word is breathy, but he looks like the bad guy from The Patriot. I have to look it up. I don't know who that is, but I'm curious. The Patriot. He kind of does. He kind of does. That's kind of funny. I was taught recently that a refusal to forgive is like as bad as forget, but there is a loss that cannot accept or confess. Learned that yesterday. What's going on here? Is this Evie? Oh, she's just standing there. Okay. Careful, Aurelian. Aurelian can drain your magic. He doesn't even know my name. Because so far, we only learned winner takes all. Not even Merlin can defy the contract's power. What do you mean? Merlin is not my real name. And Rebecca is also not my real name because I came up with that after the memory. Greed has clouded your judgment. I don't even know what he said, but... Or what I said, but... Like, I don't even remember my name. How would he know my name? Is it a jade bangle or something? Like jade? I'm trying to figure out what crystal that is.
You'd walk away the winner?
I already did. I already won.
You can't escape my contract.
It is a very pretty contract. No, you don't. That's not my name.
Your magic is mine.
Is it?
Merlin? That is not your name?
Never was. Never was.
Yours, right?
Y'all are goofy. Yay! I also noticed that my magic has like wheat stalks. So I just realized that. That's like a detail I just saw. If it happens again, like look at the surrounding areas. Like the outside of the symbols. Mine has wheat. Merlin, you reversed my spell? By authority of the crown, I declare Aurelian, you are under arrest. She literally took my win, but that's fine. Merlin.
Why is my contract failing on you?
Because you do not know my name, and how did you fix your little visor thing? Which I just realized is green, right? And normally I would talk about how much I hate green, but how do you see with green on? That'd be so, was it called disorienting? If you had to walk around and half your eyesight was through green jade. Or, I don't know if it's jade, but I think it is. Or like green plastic. It looks weird. Green glass, I guess.
Your real name is not Merlin, nor is it that. What is your real name?
Why would I tell you? You can keep wondering. That name was just one I made up. I can't tell you, obviously.
Fine. I admit defeat. But don't think you'll...
Merlin is the
always
title.
be
The first
Merlin.
Merlin is something mind-blowing 100%. Merlin has never been my name, and Rebecca has never been my name. I remember that. Trust me, I remember that from the very beginning in the starter story. Because we already had amnesia, and I just made up a name so I could conceal my name, or my title, Merlin. So I had the title Merlin, which always goes to the strongest mage of that generation. Merlin was never my name. And then, to disguise that I was Merlin, after I had amnesia, I came up with a whole new name, which was what the character selection was. And I picked a whole new body, too, because this isn't our real body either. Which explains why we can change, because there's appearance-altering magic as well. So this is not how I really look, and it's not how I really sound, or anything. Aurelian was goofy to think that he knew my name.
That's enough for now. We'll save the rest for the official interrogation. Magister Merlin, now that we've exposed the speech loss incident as Aurelian's scheme, and with his magic drained, the contracts are now void.
Beautiful.
The affected students should make a full recovery. I'll have these two taken to the Office of Public Order for holding, then begin their interrogations. What will you do now?
I should check on the school. I'm worried about
Don't
Professor
worry.
Zoria.
I'm handling it. Now that we have the true culprit for the headmaster's death, and the mastermind behind the missing hypo-fiend, Zoria's in the clear.
Yay!
Once the interrogation is over and the evidence confirmed, I'll release her immediately. She should be able to return to school in a few days.
In a few days? Immediately?
I'll
Okay.
make sure this leaves no stain on her record.
Good. You can really manage that. That would be great. You are very thorough.
Until next time, then.
Evie escorts Druela and Aurelian away. You notice countless students staring in stunned silence. Now it's time for you to check on the school. So I guess I take back what I said earlier, because remember last time I was basically clowning on everybody to just... I was saying that they were really naive to... Wait a no, actually I don't take it back. Because originally I said they were naive because they immediately believed that that magic increasing potion would work, right? And then they like made all of these contracts. But to get their name, because I originally thought like, oh, Aurelian could have just taken everybody's magic. All he needed to know was their name. But that's why the great mentor Eston or whatever was needed so that he could get their names. So that means he didn't have their names. And wait a second, so they didn't sign a contract. I need to think about it. I don't know if I owe them an apology or not. And welcome back from the ads. We destroyed the evil contracts. Woohoo, right? I do still think that whoever cheated needs to be expelled. But I don't really know who cheated anymore. Talk to Lorraine. Talk to Arco. I want to chat all day.
I never realized how great it feels to just speak. I was going to see the Grand Mentor.
The Kieran used to laugh and sing. They weren't always quiet.
Magic. I thought I'd never be able to speak again.
Any lingering effects? How's your body
I'm
holding up?
fully recovered. No problems at all.
He has a nice face. With Aurelian's contracts broken, the students are truly cured. You look around. Look around. How lucky we are to be alive right now. Deciding to check in on the professor next. Finally, a full class without any interruptions.
Hello, Professor Merlin.
I actually like this hair. Other than the bun, I actually think it's very similar to mine. But I don't wear buns. They're too tight on your hair. Just so you know, you shouldn't twist your hair too much. Sometimes it's okay, but you'll get a receding hairline if you do it too much. How are the students? Got any more troubles in your class?
The students have fully recovered. Tura above, I'm so glad. Professor Merlin, I imagine you had a hand in resolving this issue?
Of course I did. Just doing my part. I helped a bit, but you should thank Evie. No, I'm not going to give someone else I did most of the work.
We're fortunate to have you at the Serene Lyceum.
I'm not gonna give someone else credit for what I did.
Once you return to teaching, I'm sure the classrooms will be packed again.
I should also check on the Skyrealm forest. You know, it's very interesting because some of the professors, like Professor Solis and Hepler, they didn't have their magic stolen, but we know their names. So why didn't Aurelian take their power? Looks like the source of the problem is gone.
I was just looking for you. The students have been cured.
We need to master them. Countess needs some TLC to hers. I want to see her around holiday events. Yes! Oh my gosh, that'd be so good. Because, yeah, we need to. Because heroes do come back for certain events and stuff. Like Byron came back and Ludovic came back. I didn't even know Ludovic was popular enough to be in an event. I'm glad though. I'm glad. We need Carolina to have her own event, and Callan too. But we need more of these people. And then some of the like shorts and stuff. Celia too. We haven't seen her in a minute either. Let me tell you what happened. You know what? I would like if they would just release like small videos, kind of going through more of what happened to them after the story. That'd be fine. It would be expensive though, so I get why they wouldn't. But it would be nice.
I see. I never imagined the ones.
You saw how many times I clicked that?
Had the same mastermind. I've heard of Aurelian. He's a member of the school board. A board member, conspiring with the acting headmistress to do this.
It's a disgrace to the Serene Lyceum. Thank you for helping set things right.
What do you mean by event? Just like random events that pop up. You know, like I think Verdant Treasures featured Ludovic, Hwin, no. I was about to say Valka. Valka appeared in Hwin's, right? Dream, the twins. The Dream Weave lady. What's her name? I don't remember. Byron was there. Thorin was there. Like those events, like Verdant Treasures. You know, ones that don't have that much to do with the main story at all. Just like more random side stuff. Of course, I'm part of the school too. We all played a part.
The students who were losing magic from Eston's treatment have stabilized, but we should still monitor them for a while.
I must have. I didn't get those. Maybe you skipped it? Because they were like side events. So it's easy to miss it.
I'll prepare potions to help repair their bodies. But the magic they've already lost, that's irreversible.
What? Wait, did Evie get her magic back then? Because technically... Oh, I have it. I have the magic, right? Because magic never disappears. It only transfers hands. And then I took Aurelian's magic. So that means I have everybody's magic, right? I've done every side quest. I just don't remember those. I see.
Let's hope they've learned
It wasn't a side quest. It was a whole side... Oh, side event. Oh, okay, you said event. I guess so. Do you like to read through them or do you just skip them?
True. We might finally get a few days of peace. By the way, with Druela's arrest, the Lyceum is without a headmaster again.
You skip them? Okay, fair.
We need to appoint a new one soon.
Ooh. I just realized that I didn't even think that if I wanted to buy the Ludovic skin. It's fine. I will miss the bird, but it's okay.
Merlin?
I do wish I bought it though. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I do want to show AFK Journey that I like Ludovic, so like make more Ludovic stuff. Even though I skipped them, I still know what the events are. That's fair. I'm not taking such a dangerous job. That's way too much work for me. I don't even remember what the question was. Oh, it seems... Oh, I don't want to be one. That's way too much work for me.
Being a competent head of the Lyceum is no simple task. They need to manage the school, keep things running smoothly, and oversee the students' learning, lives, and safety, as well as balance all the factions. upholds the school's reputation and honor.
Rowan and Odie were in there as well.
And secure funding for the school.
I think Rowan would be suitable. What? Why would Rowan be suitable for the Serene Lyceum headmaster? Headmaster. That doesn't make sense. Rowan is a child. I would not put Rowan in charge.
Maybe after I bask in the sun for a bit, the warm air will help me think of someone.
And he's also he's in charge of the Mithril Consortium. We shouldn't put more pressure on him to do some random headmaster job here at the Lyceum. He has his own thing that he's doing. I remember the last Emberlight event. Lightbearers, Wilders, and Maulers we previously met getting to know each other on our homestead. Yeah!
How about you, Celise?
I do have someone in mind.
Who? Celise doesn't say the name, but gives you a mischievous wink. Countess? Oh, well... Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. That's giving her more work and not enough pay. If she gets a significant raise and then time off, then I'll be for her being headmaster or headmistress. The Serene Lyceum is preparing for the new headmaster. Zoria should be back soon. Oh, Zoria. Oh, Zoria. That makes sense. Rowan is 16. Is he really? I did not get that vibe. I was getting like 13, 12. But still, way too young to be headmaster. Like, you need to be like, at the bare minimum, 18. Bare minimum. There's a reason he's not in charge of the Mithril Consortium. He needs to, like, get there. He needs to get that experience. Bare minimum is 18. But even then, I would still prefer someone a little bit older. Well, where the game comes from, you're considered an adult when you're 16. I don't know, because this is a fantasy realm. So if it's like olden days, then okay, but this is fantasy. Because in olden days, Solis would probably be stoned for wearing what she's wearing. And then, so I wouldn't say that you are considered an adult at 16, because this isn't really olden days. This is like a parallel universe in a fantasy world. Talk to Oville, Celine, and Victor. Who is this kid? Are they 16 too? Which is based off the country the games comes from, basically. But is that, like, I don't know. Because this is, I wouldn't, does it say that it's, this world is that world? Or that, like, I don't know if I would still consider it an adult. I hope the next headmaster is better than Madame Druela.
Magister Merlin, it's been ages. Are you here to see who's going to be the next headmaster too?
Yes, I'm super curious. I just dropped by for a visit.
Well, I think anyone would be better than Madame Druela.
True.
I seriously can't believe the acting headmistress worked with outsiders to hurt students.
Well, Peggy is 13 and Rowan always runs away from her because he says he's too old for her. I mean, I can kind of see it. One day when they're older, both of them should be older. But 3 years apart, like, there's a difference between 13 and 16 and then, like, 23 and 26. You know what I mean? I seriously can't believe the acting... Okay.
So, who do you think will be the next headmaster?
Maybe Professor Fernando.
Fernando.
Or Professor Victor? What do you think?
I don't know. Neither of them really has experience running a school, right? Shouldn't it be someone who does?
I think it should be Professor Zoria. I mean, she's the oldest teacher here now. And I heard she even taught you once, Magister Merlin.
If they later come out to say that, like, oh, this kingdom or this world is based on this real life country, then I will, like, accept it. But until they say something official, then I don't really... I count it as a theory, which is fine. If you're, like, into, like, theorizing and stuff, I also have my theories as well.
What? She taught Magister Merlin?
Yes, she was my teacher.
Yeah. I think it should be Professor Zoria, too.
Hey! Weren't you just saying you couldn't decide?
You two, stop arguing already! Don't bicker in front of Magister Merlin. That's rude.
Talk to Orville. Who do you think the new headmaster will be?
Magister Merlin, you wouldn't happen to be our new headmistress, would you?
No. Someone else will be taking that position. That's way too much work for me.
That's a shame. If you were headmistress,
You think those 3 kids were like 6?
I mean,
To be honest, I don't even trust my eyes anymore.
Magister Merlin? Just hearing it sounds impressive.
I don't trust my eyes anymore because you said Rowan was 16. And I kind of believe it. So if he's 16, then anybody can be anybody. You know, anybody can be anything. And then I don't get it. Why would they be here? Isn't the Serene Lyceum more like a high school or a college or like some sort of trade school? That's how I got the vibe anyway. He's 16 in AFK Arena, and then Peggy is 13 in AFK Arena. They might have a different age here since a different universe from AFK Arena. True. Hard to say, right? The gargoyle with a heart of gold, and will follow the childhood to the past graduation, to your funeral in honor and love. That was so sad. When I saw that in the character trailer, I was heartbroken for Zoria. Imagine having... Oh, no, that's the whole issue with immortality, right? That's exactly what Ludovic was grieving over, too. I'm starting to realize now why people are having problems with AI. Yeah, there's a lot of issues. But I do encourage everyone to, like, do their own research, and then I am strongly against generative AI for a variety of reasons. But that's up to individuals to decide what is right for them and what they believe in, you know?
Still, if I got a vote, I'd definitely nominate Professor Solis.
Solis? Why?
She's gentle, approachable, and incredibly patient.
The shimmy is sending
She
me.
understands us. She knows what we're thinking and how to guide and teach us. And she never gets mad at students, let alone gives out unfair punishments. If she were the headmistress, maybe the school rules wouldn't be so bad.
No, they would still be bad. Because Countess is in charge of the rules. I was watching this video on YouTube the other day, and they were saying this anaconda was attacking this family in a wooden boat on the Amazon, but the anaconda kept growing arms, so you know what that means, right? Right. That's another reason. And I also saw a video like yesterday that was kind of going viral because it was like, oh, this is a recreation of Pompeii. And then right after that video, I got a video explaining why that video was just wrong and not even good from an educational standpoint. And I was just like, wow, this is really how deception, misinformation spreads. Because I can't think of a single good application for generative AI at all. Like, I don't understand. What's the point? Like, I don't understand. It just hurts the environment. And it hurts you, too. That's my opinion, anyway. They're hyping her up like this wasn't a foregone conclusion. Right. But they don't know who's going to be in charge yet. Only I know Professor Solis. I don't even think I don't even think Zoria knows that we're, like, planning all of this.
Oh, your name escapes me again. I'll just call you Merlin. Seems the recent trouble at the Lyceum has kept you quite busy.
It wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm going to say I'm
At
exhausted.
least those headaches are finally behind us. Once the new headmaster starts, the Serene Lyceum should return to normal. Then I can finally go back to teaching in peace.
What do you think about the candidates? Are you interested in the position?
As for my recommendation, Professor Zoria.
Yay!
She's one of the most senior instructors here, second only to former headmaster Lemar. Her qualifications and standing are beyond question. Her classes are very popular, and she's well respected by the students. They may be intimidated by her, but almost no one dislikes her lessons.
On AFK Arena, Antandra is 17, and Satrana is 16, and they're stepsisters? Yo, what? I would not have guessed Antandra is 17. Maybe Satrana 16. I can kind of see it. Not really. If I'm being so honest, well, maybe I could say that Satrana is 16, but Antandra 17 is a crime. Like, that's wild. At least Zoria has lots of students, young, old, past, to motivate her. Something Ludovic almost never got. But we will reach that eventually. I know, I hope so.
She's also deeply respected among the faculty. She often mentors newer professors and shares her experience.
Kind of juvenile.
Everyone trusts her judgment. The board once considered appointing her as deputy headmistress, but she declined, saying it would interfere with
Big
her
mistake
teaching.
on her part, because now we had this whole debacle because of Headmistress Druela.
If she's chosen this time, even if only as deputy headmistress, I really hope she accepts. I honestly can't think of anyone more suitable.
There's so many different options. I wonder if Zoria is still at the cemetery. I even realized that she was released. Magister, shh, come here quick. That's a side quest. It's Chibi and Hammy. What are they? Do you think the Syndicate will cause trouble at the school? Are you trying to tell me there's a Hammy and Chippy here and a Hammy and Chippy up here? Not in the near future. We're all here together. There's a Hammy and Chippy here and a Hammy and Chippy here. That's low-key hilarious. Who are you? You know this one? Okay. Stay curious, you say. Magic dies when you stop wondering. Wonder is the best teacher. That's what he always said to me. After he was gone, no one else had the time for me, the slow kid. But I made him a promise I'd never stop loving magic, not even on my worst days. It's very sweet. Siren. I dislike Siren so much. Fed up with him. That's what I call Cyrus the Virus. Yeah! It's been a while.
Thanks to you, the affairs at the Serene Lyceum have been resolved. You should start considering your next journey. The Adamant Syndicate has meddled too deeply in dark magic. Their motives remain unclear. They are not to be ignored. Siren, as the chief courtmate,
So Zoria
maintains
is this
close
bad.
ties with the royal family and nobility. We must be prepared.
I want a vacation. Not until Countess gets hers. There are still things left unsolved.
What else is there?
I'm not kidding. I don't have a single copy of him on my game, and I'm not getting any. That's fair. For me, I always call him see ya. Like, see ya later. Because I'm tired of him. I'm done. I don't like him. There is no part of me that likes him. The headmaster position, of course. I don't know why people like him. And then I can't even, like, sometimes I can get why somebody likes a character because, like, they're hot. Like, that's me and Leona from Twisted Wonderland. He's hot. We can agree. But he's a jerk. He's unacceptable. Remember the Verdant Treasure story? We helped Ludovic and helped him remember the young princess, helping Damon. Ludovic and company are thriving. Yeah, I was honestly really happy to see that and shocked too, because it seems like Ludovic was getting relatively better, because when we saw him back in Chains of Eternity, he was not doing too good. I'm pretty sure the only reason he helped us was because he was like, oh, so you can kill me, right? Like, you can really, like, end it for real, for real? And then we were like, what? And then obviously we didn't do that. And then he was all about, like, everything living should die at some point. Like, that was his whole thing, and he was struggling. And then we found the new heir for the Valisa household. And then he was like, oh, I want to raise her. And then everybody was like, maybe not. And then now, I'm glad he's doing better. It's actually really good. The werewolf dude does the same thing he does. The werewolf dude, do you mean Faramore? No. Because you were talking about Siren, right? Werewolf dude. The only werewolf I know is Faramore. I don't think Faramore is a bad guy. I like Faramore. He's not my favorite. I need to still see your playthrough, but I'm almost finding some free time at last. Yay! The headmaster.
I don't recall you ever taking interest in such matters. If memory serves, you were once the student who nearly drove Headmaster Lemar to resign in despair.
That's crazy. Did that really happen? I don't remember that at all.
What is it about the election that concerns you?
I didn't say he was a bad guy. I said he has the same skills. I didn't say he was LOL. I think I misunderstood what you said. He does the same thing. Oh, the same skills. Oh, I think you mean in like actual like playthrough, like in actual, but wilder instead of Lightbearer. Is that what you mean? Because I actually don't know what either of them do, Siren or Faramore. I think you should consider it. It's nothing. I was just passing by.
I agree. The Serene Lyceum must never fall into the hands of someone like Druela again.
Or I could have just misread it, Bama. I don't know. I miss things a lot and skip over things. It's all good. Misunderstanding. So they have the same like skills. Interesting. I don't have either one. To be honest, I need to update my team. And then I'm thinking about shifting to Graveborns because I really like them. Like Talon, Carolina, Ludovic. I might even put like Countess or something because Countess should count as like any, right? The light and dark count as any, right? What other Graveborn? Maybe even Sylvina. I should get her sister, Sylvina, and the sister. I forgot what the sister. Isabella?
That said, administration and teaching are entirely different disciplines.
Lurking? Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Lethal.
Not necessarily a capable administrator.
Bambi. Who's Bambi? I don't remember Bambi.
An administrator must persuade the board, balance competing interests seeking to exploit the position, and restore confidence among faculty and students. Wisdom, eloquence, and trust.
The Archer. Maybe I'm
These are
spelling
the
her name
reasons
wrong.
Headmaster Lemar is
Bambi,
competent.
the Archer.
Not me.
Students like you though. You might also be a
Board
candidate.
is more likely to appoint someone transferred from another institution or someone with prior administrative experience. Either way, I will abide by the board's decision. If an outsider or administrator takes the role, I will assist from the sidelines. And if for unforeseen reasons my name does appear on the list, I'm not entirely without experience. After all, I acted as headmaster.
I actually think that's hilarious. So he does kind of have experience. Do you mean Lily May? Are you thinking Wilder or like maybe Graveborn? Because you could be thinking of Celia? Bonnie maybe?
There is one more thing concerning your two familiars.
Something concerning Chippy and Hammy? You glanced at them curiously, noticing an unusual hesitation in their eyes. You turned back to Zoria without waiting for an explanation.
They wish to remain at the academy.
No! Hammy and Chippy? Why? You guys want to attend school too?
Now that everyone knows you're Merlin, you'll be the target of a lot of forces. Some really dangerous. As your familiars, we need to grow strong enough to help you. If we can't, we might end up being a weak spot instead of a shield.
Oh.
Magister, even if we'll miss you a lot, we don't want to hold you back anymore.
Oh.
That is precisely why they sought me out. They wish to study here and temper themselves under my guidance.
Oh my goodness. That honestly makes me a little bit sad, but I kind of get it because we were kind of leaning towards it anyway, because since, what was it? Thorns of Devotion, we also didn't have Hammy and Chippy, and for a large majority of this, we also didn't have Hammy and Chippy. Sleepy, welcome in. Your first P2? Nice. And welcome in, Sleepy. Siren is like most people we have on an enemy list. Sometimes they are fans and family. I have many reformed characters in anime. Everybody wants reconciliation with a past relationship or feel sickness, and it starts feeling like it's killing you. It's currently in that phase. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. For me, I don't vibe with Siren at all. To be honest, if he gets redeemed, I'll be kind of like confused. Like, I'd be like, what? I'd imagine they're getting rid of the VA. Maybe.
I will personally mentor them, teaching both.
That's a possibility as well.
Combat. Their study period will be indefinite. Once they pass my examination, they may return to your side.
Your exams aren't exactly easy. It seems you've both grown. That's wonderful.
Correct. I will not lower my standards simply because they're your familiars.
You don't need to worry. Chibi will train every day. We want to return to your side as soon as we can and adventure with you again.
Then it's settled. Merlin, thank you for all you've done. In the future, if needed, I will await you here again under the name of Bedivere. Just as you answered my call this time, I will forever answer your summons.
Well, thanks, Zoria.
Next time we meet, we'll be an extra amazing Chibi and Hammy. Magister, we'll write to you often.
Aw, hope we
May
see you
your journey
again.
ahead be smooth.
Remember how Gervin turned dark? It's one of my fears, but I'm learning to make progress. I see. With, like, forgiveness? Take your time. Things like that take time. We're done. No, wait. Chapter complete. Voice of Magic. That's Siren's hand. Get it off my screen. But this is a cute hamster. That page would have been perfect. The drama began with the speech loss affliction, with Greed and you in the lead roles. Thankfully, it ended well. The one behind it was brought to justice. Peace returned to the Lyceum, and you are ready to move on to your next adventure. Oh, wait! Siren! He knows our real name, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I went to school with Siren, right? No, this is not good. Because I doubt I would have gave them an alias. LOL dime. So I guess that's it pretty much. Now we do the side quests. I'm trying to see who the reputation quests are. You can relax, my friend. What? I can tell you're getting nervous. Is there a reputation quest? Because I don't see it anymore. Let's go ahead and talk to this Hammy and Chip. Wait, what? Okay, rumors ahead. Where's Headmistress Zoria right now? Oh, so this is like still post. Someone said around Knowledge Gervin. Why are they so obsessed with Zoria's personal life? This is getting ridiculous. I agree. Like, mind your business. No, to Knowledge Garden. Okay, I thought that said Gervin for a second. I was like, that doesn't fit in. Who do you think is the worst professor here? What? Wait, I want to see. Have you ever dated anyone? Why do you want to know? Ma'am, what's your favorite food? Actually, wait, you're a gargoyle. Do you even eat? Well, she's a bat. Ma'am, could you comment on Headmaster Lamar's death? You were taken in by the royal envoy and later cleared of all suspicion. What actually happened? I'm meeting Merlin about something important, and unless I'm wrong, you all have class next. It's Magister Merlin. Magister, so are you going to... So what are you to Headmistress Zoria? What is this implication? Zoria gives the reporter a cold look and says nothing. The air grows heavy. The questions trail off until a dead silence takes over. We were just, curious. Yeah, we're going. We've got class. The crazed student reporters leave. Zoria turns to you. Her expression remains calm, as always, but her words come quicker than usual, betraying a sense of urgency. This is worse than I expected, so we're keeping it short. Not long ago, the newspaper ran a bunch of over-the-top stories about the court mage selection. It got a huge reaction. After that, they started hiring a lot of freelance reporters. They send them out to dig for anything they call a scoop. Check your missions again. It should show guild quests. I see. Both of us did wrong. I want some closure and move on. The clan quest. I see. Tell me about the newspaper. These freelance reporters, they're students too? As far as I know, yes. And most of them treat it like a game. They do it for the thrill. Tell me about this newspaper. It used to be a normal student club. They're mostly covered campus stories. Nothing too serious. Just light, everyday stuff. That's why people likes it. Used to? About half a year ago, they took outside sponsorship. Whoa. Who's like sponsoring school newsletters? I mean, I guess it makes sense. But I would assume sponsors and stuff are like more like things that students would be interested in, like food places, like fast food. After that, the writing changed. Now it's all drama and flash, and a lot of it isn't true. At this point, I don't think they're just a student club anymore. How did it end up like this? I don't know the reason, but I know what it's doing. Now anything is news, professors' private quirks, student relationships, whatever gets people talking. That sounds kind of fun. This isn't what news is supposed to be like, yeah. You shouldn't be invading people's privacy. Gotta market to them as early as possible. It's weird. It's weird, man. And hello, Stabby. How you doing? I get what you're saying. Right now, they're all chasing the next big scoop. The nastier and louder it is, the more they want it. It's like they can't help themselves. I mean, at that rate, I wouldn't be friends with anybody in that club. Like, I just simply wouldn't be. I wouldn't talk to them. I just walk away. I invade, but I don't invade people's privacy. Exactly! That's how we like it, Sleepy. I remember a side quest called Dream Job this season. It's the first time I used the Clue connector game. Oh, really? And you've seen where that leads. The truth gets twisted, then discarded. What's left is exaggeration and made-up details, and the whole campus ends up drowning in rumors. Those rumors spread and take root in students' minds. If this continues, it could turn into a disaster. It can, yeah? So here's what I need from you. Keep tabs on those freelance reporters. Track them down. Track down who's feeding them these stories and where this whole rumor-mongering trend started. And if they start crossing a line, stop them. As soon as I catch them, they're getting expelled. That's how I would handle it. Because we do not need this. This is a school. You're here to learn. And even if you wanted to have fun, that's not a problem. You can have fun. But you shouldn't have fun at the expense of others. And that's what rumors do. I would love a crossover with old cartoon gargoyles. Oh, yeah! The dun 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 dun. Yeah, I remember gargoyles. But I know it's never gonna happen, yeah. Sadly, crossovers really only happen when both parties can be benefited. Or it's used as some sort of like promotion. And thank you so much for the bonk. I appreciate it. So like, thank you so much for the bonk again. I appreciate it. Like, I don't know. It has to be used to promote something, usually. Not has to be, but it usually is. So I don't think Disney would do anything with gargoyles because they're not doing any, like, you know what I mean? They're not doing a new movie or something or a new series. So they wouldn't use a crossover of that. They would prefer to do a crossover of a series that's more relevant. Like with Moana getting a live action. That's what we would see first. I like Disney, I like Disney, but I don't necessarily agree with all of their decisions. Personally, I don't like live action remakes. I'm tired of them. Been tired of them. So I don't want to see that. Personally, I actually like both. I like Disney, DreamWorks, I like Pixar, I like Fox, I like all of that. I just don't like, for me, my preference has always been animated. I prefer animated over live action any day. And I prefer original stories rather than remakes. Or if it's like some sort of remake or something, then I would prefer something that is wildly different. Like Maleficent, the live action worked because it was wildly different than Sleeping Beauty. It was using similar characters, but in an entirely different way. It's only a decade old. It sounds older when you say it like that, though. Why not just ban it? I need to get back to my duties. Well, they do some really good twists. At least they did before. You can relax, my friend. And you could also argue that Shrek isn't original because it was being used to make fun of Disney, you know? So, like, it... To me, it's all the same thing. If you have a good story, you have a good story. That's how I feel. When it comes to, like, parks, though, Universal is crushing it right now. Like, they're doing amazing compared to the Disney parks. Remember the Bucks from Space and Hockey, Mighty Ducks? Didn't know they had a whole series. I only saw the first episode and surprised there was more. I haven't seen the rest. Why not just ban it? I need to get back to my duties. I've heard the newspaper is running public news seminar on Holt Street. If you want to see what they're doing, that's the place to go. That is not at all a response to what I said. Why not just ban it? Actually, I heard that they're doing stuff over here. That's not a response to what I said. One more thing. If you show up as Merlin, they'll swarm you. You won't learn a thing because you'll be the story. So if you can go as a normal student. Keep your head down. Yeah, I've had enough of their enthusiasm. I'm not letting them turn me into the next headline. The seminar is coming up soon. Be sure to act accordingly. The Lyceum newspaper hired freelance reporters who hunted for scoops with no regard for ethics. They published fake or exaggerated stories, and the mood around campus grew more and more toxic. Zoria asks you to investigate. I got scared. All the fables from back in the day, all the princesses and their little are just copy and paste in PG platform. I don't mind. I don't mind copy and paste or like... I just want them to do stuff with the story. And I feel like Disney did do stuff with the story. And I'm okay with that. That's my personal preference. When does his funeral take place? Whose funeral? What? Greetings, Magister. What the divination says is true. Today really is my lucky day. What brings you here? Oh, okay. I don't think it's lies to tell a story. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one is a lie. Have a good one, Brony. Amazingly, you should see both endings for the school on Pippa's Chaos Magic side quest. Ooh. Mulan was nothing like the actual story. I mean, a lot of them are not actually like the story, and I prefer it like that. Because I prefer twists and stuff. Like, the whole Princess and the Frog movie was based off the story from The Princess and the Golden Ball. And basically, I'm so glad we got a good movie out of it. Yeah, I don't think it has to be realistic to be a good story. And I personally prefer fantasy and, like, magical. Personally. Shouldn't you be in Savannah by now? I was about to ask you the same thing. There's a whole chain of procedures between the selection exam and the official commission, more complicated than analysis of advanced magic circle pattern combinations. Until it's finalized, I still have some free time, so I'll be staying in the Lyceum a bit longer to finish what I came to do. Including sharing the good news with the Headmaster Lamar. When I was on the fence about applying, he encouraged me to find my path, and the reason I study magic at all. We made a promise. The day I found my answer, I'd tell him the good news, and we'd celebrate the sea salt caramel cake. Interesting. That day is today. I'm here to keep my word. Why don't you go in? Because the funeral hasn't started yet. There isn't even a place in the cemetery where I can properly say goodbye. I believe Brave was the best one that told the story very close to the original. You see, Brave is not my favorite movie. It's not even in my top 10. It doesn't have to be close to the original. I just want them to work on it. Cinderella, the live action, was good because it gave a different perspective on the story, and it was actually closer to the original. But that doesn't mean that Cinderella, the animated, was bad. I still like the animated Cinderella. I probably like the animated Cinderella more. Oh, you just did this one? Nice. So I came to ask Professor Zoria about the arrangements. Will you come with me? Sure. He deserves a proper farewell. Glad you joined me. I can introduce you to some of the heroes resting here on the way if you'd like. Follow Cassidy. Please follow me. It's just up ahead. Professor gave his entire life to the Serene Lyceum. Oh, I thought we were going over there. Professor Liliana, a brilliant magic historian, her works still serve as textbooks. It's funny because in Magic the Gathering, the Dark Planeswalker is named Liliana Vess. Professor Docus, who pushed illustration studies forward despite her controversial approach. And Liliana Vess actually stopped being dark, like a Dark Planeswalker. She still kind of is, but to become a teacher, which is kind of funny. She's not here. Cat in the Hat, Grinch. Huh? What's this? What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. An empty coffin. There's soil on it. This was buried. Someone dug it back up. Grave robbers? Maybe it was meant for Lamar? No way. A memorial service would be held first. Only then is the coffin sealed and buried. Besides, this one's been used. You can tell at a glance it can't be his. Grave robbers? It's empty. Someone actually stole whatever was buried with the remains. They're above. That's despicable. There are marks where the gravestone stood. You're as sharp as ever. A missing headstone and a coffin dug back up. Maybe someone's relocating a grave? You don't know whose grave it was. I know everyone buried here. Names, even the shapes of their stones, but this one is unfamiliar. Maybe it didn't belong here in the first place. Could it be an unauthorized burial? Maybe someone erected a grave here without the Academy's approval. I've heard some mages pay a fortune to have a tomb placed here illegally. Really? Why? If the Academy found out, it wouldn't be strange for them to dig it up and move it. That's ridiculous. Who would risk that? Someone with a dream, I suppose. Being buried here is an honor that many mages long for. Picture it. You spend your life striving towards your idol, and in the end, you earn a place beside them. Your name right there, shoulder to shoulder. Doesn't that sound incredibly fulfilling? Fulfilling? That's weirdly chilling. You notice Cassidy's eyes keep sliding back to you before she makes this even creepier. Change the subject. That empty coffin bothers me. We should investigate. Agreed. We can't just leave it here. How about we check the coffin? There may be something that tells us who the grave belongs to. The main reason why I don't think they'll ever have a collab with Gargoyles is it's owned by Disney. And like you said, it's so old, it's not bother having any time coming soon. Right. Exactly. And to be honest, I don't think Gargoyles would survive in this age because it's too dark. You know what I mean? Because basically the point of Gargoyles was we got it wrong about Gargoyles, that they're really these great heroes and humans were the ones that betrayed them. It's just, I feel like that would cause some like heat, you know what I mean? And then Disney is not gonna take that heat, you know what I mean? Anyway, we can't leave it here. How about we check the coffin? There may be something that tells us who this grave belongs to. I might have read that twice, but it's fine. You lift the lid. Damp air washes over you. The coffin is empty, save for intricately engraved magic patterns, layered and interwoven to preserve it for ages. As if humans would ever betray anyone. Right, Theo. Well, welcome in, welcome in. You lift the lid. Okay, I just read that. You reach to the bottom. Your fingers feel something. What about Gargoyles? You know the Disney TV show Gargoyles? Do 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 do. Freerun is basically nowadays Generation Gargoyles. No, I would not say that. I would not say that. Freerun and Gargoyles are entirely different, like, shows with an entirely different demographic. though man is a real monster stories could be popular now as well. I do feel that way, but also I'm not sure. Like, it's popular, but I don't think Disney would do it. I think Universal would take it. I feel that way anyway. So I don't know the entire like Free Ren series, but it's, at least from what I've seen, is very slice of life. And I didn't finish it. So I started it, didn't finish it. But it is not in the same bracket as Gargoyles to me. Like, I just don't feel that way. Even the aesthetics are different. Like, I feel like Watamote is more on point for the vibes of Gargoyles. And even then, that's not. Free Ren Demons equals regular Gargoyles. I agree. LOL. I found an old show called Tiger Sharks. I've never heard of Tiger Sharks. I remember Gargoyles. Good old television cartoon days as a kid, right? It was a good series. And a banger opening. Tiger Sharks came out after Ninja Turtles hit their fame. You know there was also Street Sharks? They had me giggling. A box in the coffin. It's sealed with magic. We'll have to break the seal open. Oh, a spin-off. So, Tiger Sharks were by the same people of Ninja Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mr. Merlin, let's break the seal. We need to see what's inside. This one. Okay. So we just need to have one moon and then 2 suns. If we just do this long enough, it'll work. Yeah. No rare alchemical materials, no gemstones, no curse. Within lies only a single folded sheet of paper. Only watched a bit of Free Ren, but it felt like a Tolkien-esque fantasy with a focus on what comes after the journey. That's exactly how I felt, Remnant. You said that so much more eloquently than I could have possibly said it. But yes, I do agree. And the toy line, not the comic books, because Tiger Sharks didn't have a single comic. I see. Then, ooh, they kind of made it hard to survive then, because shows are usually used to promote toys. You're telling me trying to find the episodes are hard. There's episodes. So there was episodes and there was episodes and toys, but not comics. You could probably find them on YouTube or on some streaming channel, probably. Its edges are faintly yellowed as though it had been sealed away for a very long time. Wait, could it be a lost magical manuscript? I need to write it down. Oh. No. Okay. Forget about the good grades or the prestigious background. All you need is courage and curiosity to gather the ingredients for this extraordinary herbal tea. Ingredients: black tea, singing leaves, moonflowers, and sweet liquid gold. Instructions: pour water into a pot, add moonflowers. Bring it to a boil, then add black tea and singing leaves. Once the mixture has cooled slightly, stir in a generous amount of sweet liquid gold. That's it. Give it a try. So, tea, leaves... Wait, this is actually a different order. You see, this part is a different order than this. So which one is right? Because I'm going to go with the order here. No, I'm going to go with the order in the instructions because that feels right. Water, moonflower, tea, leaves, gold. Huh? A herbal tea recipe? Did a student stash it in here? Oh, so we don't have to do alchemy. I was out here tripping. I realized that my phone is not charging. Charge. Only got to see one episode of Street Sharks. Television schedules were crazy. My television rights were limited. I watched it on like YouTube. So I saw like the whole thing, but on YouTube. I didn't have cable growing up, so I watched everything online. What do you mean? Could this be a student's doing? You think this is really drinkable? Why wouldn't it be drinkable? It's just... Lyceum students mix their own herbal teas and swap recipes. It's practically a tradition, and the recipes tend to be innovative. No, I feel you, because when I worked at a place where I used to serve like drinks, and at some point you've tried every drink on the menu, and then you're just trying to figure out something new. You're just trying. So you would just sit there mixing all of these random drinks together in hopes that one of them tastes good. It's a lost TV show. I see. So Stabby, I think we're talking about different things, because Wilden is on YouTube talking about Street Sharks, and I watch Street Sharks on YouTube. I don't know anything about Tiger Sharks. I saw all the episodes back when it aired because I'm 49. I see, interesting. Honestly, I've had far stranger. Some even enchant their teas with questionable magic. Really? Have you ever tried to brew your own? I'm curious what yours would be. I've never done it myself. I've only heard about the blending and the recipe sharing tea gatherings. I like tea, but I'm in it for the refreshing properties, not the flavor. Really? So you don't really like the tea? You just drink it because it's good for you. And I take my tea ridiculously sweet, so I'm not exactly a reliable judge of flavor. If you invite me to taste test, that's so sad, Cassidy. And thank you so much for the bonk. I appreciate it. And for the stretch, I actually needed that. I'm gonna thank you so much for the head bat. Me and Bama are talking about tiger sharks. Yeah. You can relax, my friend. I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. But I'm also in Team Cassidy with ridiculously sweet. Still, strangely enough, a herbal tea recipe ended up in an abandoned empty coffin. What are you doing? Ooh! Professor, we're opening a coffin. That's just crazy to just say out loud, right? I'd appreciate it if you kept it down. Never mind. Let's go clear this before Zoria misunderstands. I missed it. These go by so quick these days. Done opening coffins? Go on. Take your time. I'll be right here waiting. Professor Zoria, please don't tease me. Zoria slowly turns her eyes towards you. Your eyes meet, and suddenly you remember what it felt like to be called out in front of class. Oh. Silently shake your head. Find a good excuse. I have to protect Cassidy a little bit. You always look up and to the right every time you lie, Merlin. Ooh. Amnesia did not change your mannerisms. I advise you tell the truth. Professor Zoria, I'm sorry. We saw the coffin dug up and the suspicious marks. I got too curious and we started looking into it. It's my fault. I let my curiosity run away with me. Don't bother covering for Merlin. Even without you, she'd still get curious and turn the coffin upside down. It's her usual style. She once dug up the Lyceum garden without permission for treasure hunting, she called it. The dozens of pits were filled in long ago, but the marks remain. That's crazy. Yes, YouTube, DVR, DVD, you mean VCR? DVD and streaming have opened up limits on seeing our shows. Ooh, I remember. Hold on. I let me read this first and then I gotta say something. From episode we never saw to the entire seasons and series. Yeah, did you hear that Blockbuster might be opening brick and mortar stores again? That's absurd and I'm here for it. I need Blockbuster back. And when she wanted to test a skipping class spell, she dug a tunnel from the classroom to the lake. The professor gained new experience, such as discovering a classroom's water level, a measurement none of us had ever needed before. Which does make one wonder, maybe you chose hamster familiars because you share a certain passion. What a brilliant metaphor. You mean Magister Merlin loved digging, just like a hamster. You don't have to say it out loud. I'm sorry for the pits. Huh? Thank you, Cassidy. I hope this helps Merlin realize, even slightly, the lasting psychological damage she has inflicted upon the Lyceum faculty. That's crazy. Sorry, Professor. It's fine. Though I'm well aware your remorse for mischief rarely lasts. We found this herbal tea recipe in the coffin. I'm sorry, I'll put it back. No need. This place once buried a legend. It no longer serves that purpose. And the recipe is only paper now. Keep it if you'd like. What do you mean? A legend? Who was it? How come I didn't have a clue? She was my favorite student. A favorite student? Tell us more. Yeah, streaming is way too expensive. And for all those ads, I can't. Like, I used to have Netflix when it was cheap. I used to have Netflix when they literally mailed you DVDs. Before it was even a streaming service, I had Netflix. And it has gone downhill. It has gone downhill very quick. I'll never forget the vain efforts of devotion to the Sonic comic, but supporting it to revive Sonic's at AM series was a very sad vein. Oh no! Oh right, it's actually about Headmaster Lamar's funeral. Professor Zoria. Cassidy explains why you are here to Zoria. The Academy has a preliminary schedule in place, including a private burial, a public memorial event, and a farewell ceremony. His gravestone is still being made. The gravesite is tentatively set at the southeast side of the cemetery. Is it possible for us to visit the location early? It's still kind of crazy that a school has a cemetery right next to it. And not even next to it, connected. Like, that's the school's cemetery. Isn't that kind of weird? If you wish, follow me. Head to the gravesite. I can tell you're getting nervous. Before long, a new gravestone will be raised here. The headmaster with the thick spectacles will live on in name, his life remembered in a few lines of text, smiling softly at those who come to pay their respects. Who will come here? Old friends, mourners who remember him, curious students, or visitors drawn by his fame. What will they talk about? The headmaster's past, his accomplishments, his humor? Or perhaps the little anecdotes that made him human. You wouldn't know. With your memories gone, he's a name more than a person. The cycle of days and nights witnesses the passage of time. The open ground doesn't feel like death, only stillness, only the calm of an afternoon sleep. Lamar's approaches carried their share of controversy, but I still believe he was a capable headmaster, worthy of respect. Welcome in, Mohammed. My brother just bought me my game time for XIV. Is that 14 ads? No! And here, he will rest with the legends who came before. And I will keep watching, just as I have for everyone else. Headmaster, I will remember you, always. I'll keep our promise. Once your stone is raised, I'll come with flowers and sea salt caramel cake. He'd like that. What about you, Merlin? Aren't you going to do something? There's also a cartoon called Biker Mice from Mars. Biker Mice from Mars? I'd never heard of that either. You might like that? I'll look it up right now. Hold on. Biker Mice from Mars. You're like my friends. Thunder cats. Oh, it does have a cool style. I did not know that was a thing. You may not... Oh. Okay. You may not remember, Lamar once taught you, too. And he's one of the few professors who didn't see you as a thorn in their flesh. That's crazy. In certain ways, you two have spoke the same language. Oh, because he was goofy. He loved digging holes, too? A dedicated professor like me? In the art of language, actually, you both share a talent for joking at the worst possible times. Yo, what? I like Spider-Man multiverse spin-off crossovers, but regret the Sonic games don't pay any little respect to the vast 90s multiverse. It's sad. Yeah, I agree. Because I feel like the worst thing about Sonic, and it's not even that bad, it's just like a grievance I have, is that they don't really remember any of the other series. It's like every series is in their own bubble. Because what happened to Cosmo from Sonic X? She just died, and that's it? Silver and Blaze, I'm glad they got their second chance because they debuted in 2006, and we all know what happened in 2006. We don't talk about it. But so I'm glad they got their second chance. But what about Sonia and Manic? We never see them anymore. She became a space tree. It's sad. It's sad. And then, like, there was... Who else? Well, what was that one squirrel's name? There was a squirrel, right? What was her name? From AM. But, like, there was, like, a whole romantic plot line with AM. And that just completely disintegrated. I guess in favor for Amy. But even Amy's changing personalities. Because Amy used to be different. But even then, you get what I mean? That, like, every series, it's like its own little bubble. I feel that way about Addams Family, too. Because there's, like, different seasons and different movies and series and stuff. But every one doesn't correspond with the other. Like, sometimes Wednesday is the little sister, and Pugsley is the older brother. And then sometimes it's flopped opposite. Sometimes they're close in age, and sometimes they're far. And then sometimes people are related, and then sometimes they're not. And it's interesting. Sally? Yes, I think so. In one of their storylines of Sonic the Hedgehog, he is basically Goku from Dragon Ball Z. And there was a comic incident. Yeah. That whole thing, that really should not have happened. Like, I'm not a legal expert, but I feel like a lot of that could have been avoided. And then that one guy who made everybody's life hard, shame on him too. I wish everything went differently in that, because now we can't even have echidnas. Like, we're not even allowed to have echidnas now. I mean, I think we can. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a legal expert. But I think there's just more, like, they just rather not. They had a comic that did a crossover in the 90s, Multiverse of Sonic shows, but nothing in the new games or shows. That's sad. Yeah, that's also another thing. Tails changes ages and introductions all the time. Archie Comics was doing the Sonic X comics and Sat AM. Right. And then they had the whole legal issue with the Knuckles thing. The Knuckles guy. A dedicated professor like me, Lamar was famous for finding excuses to skip faculty meetings. You've been absent for 20 years straight. So yes, you are quite a match for each other somehow. What would you like me to do? Still tossing the question back to me, see? Amnesia hardly changes what's inside. The ancient herbal tea recipe has reminded me of something. Lamar once said he wanted to have tea with you again. Then I'll bring tea next time. I have a bad feeling about this. Sure, but there are conditions. You are Magister Merlin. You can't just bring any tea. Finally, Mars and my favorite recipes. Why not just tell me? I'll give you a riddle. Why? Why do you need a whole riddle? But okay. I like riddles. I don't mind. I'll give you a riddle. Solve it and you'll get leads. A challenge will make it fun. Of course, you may also refuse. Why? I'm good at puzzles. Come on, not again. I actually like puzzles, so let's do it. Very well. Question 1. First riddle. Once bustling and crowded, this place now stands deserted. Its gates firmly closed. Make a guess. The answer is hidden in the past, buried in conflicts and whispered in cheerful chatters. What? Once bustling and crowded, this place now stands deserted. Its gates firmly closed. Make a guess. With the past clues, I'm instantly thinking of the temple from the like, I forgot what it's called, but from Chains of... No, not Chains. Thorns of Devotion. Because that's in the past, and then that one temple is kind of deserted now, right? Looks like it refers to somewhere in the Lyceum. Oh. Shoot. Is it includes to 2 recipes, Professor Zoria? No. First you solve this riddle, and then you get to the next one. No rush, take your time. If you solve it and find the recipes, let's return here and hold a small tea gathering. Lamar and Professor Zoria's favorite recipes. That's going to be such a special tea party. I can't wait. Wait a second. If everyone gets their special recipe, what about mine and Magister Merlin's? Sweet tooths like you don't need one. Prepare sugar and honey and you'll be perfectly content. Well, that's not true. That's not true. Because I don't really like herbal teas. I like black tea. So like English tea with sugar, that's great. I love that. How did you know I was a sweet tooth? Only Cassidy said that. That's actually true. Any tea tastes good with enough sugar cubes in it. That's kind of crazy, but kind of true. Alright, back to the riddle. Magister Merlin, any thoughts? Yes, but I need to confirm it. Oh, so we're not actually doing a riddle. Oh, I thought we were actually doing a riddle. Smart and properly cautious, as always. The Lyceum is huge. Finding the exact place mentioned in the riddle could take quite a while. I miss Ben Hurst. Who's Ben Hurst? I know I've heard that name before, but I don't even know. But I noticed Ken Penders named... Oh! Well, I did hear the name before. Penders. Ken Penders is the one I have beef with, right? Named Sonic after the Doc's children with Claire, Back to the Future. Not one of Ben's ideas. Isn't Ken Penders the one who started all of the drama? I'm looking it up right now just so that I'm not... So I'm not, like, shading him for no reason. Hyper focus on the echidna. I think that's him. I think he's the one I have beef with. You relax, my friend. What? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. I'm fine, Polites. The Lyceum is huge. Okay. How about we split up and search the campus for clues? Once we make some progress, let's meet at the lecture hall entrance. Good idea. I'll go with you, Merlin. That's just what I had in mind. Give me a hint, would you? Keep watch on me? Relax, I won't interfere. Just feel free to search, deduce, and ask around. Go on. I look forward to your answer. Don't forget to meet at the lecture hall once you've got a lead. Budget approval. The budget approval has been cleared. The budget's finally been cleared. Alchemical materials, equipments, sample slides. The list is endless. I need to sort it out immediately. Run into trouble? You look stressed. It's just a huge backlog. Research requires equipment, materials, samples. Every item costs money. Funding is what keeps the work moving. And you know how the Academy's been through a lot lately, right? Reimbursements completely stalled. I spent every day watching our lab account bleed. That was what kept me up at night. I want answers to why Ben was falsely connected to Ken's Sonic Armageddon, and then I understood everyone's grudges. Aww. Good thing the funds finally arrived. I needed to make these reimbursements before anything else. Anyway, what brings you here? Ask her about the riddle. Crowded? I'm not sure, but its gates firmly closed? That sounds like somewhere confidential, a place you can't get into without authorization. Maybe like the headmistress's office, the library lobby, or Merlin's area, like Merlin's tower. That's all I got. Hope it helps. Talk to Knightley. Merlin's castle, right? No. Never mind. I don't know who that is. Who's Knightley? Are you saying Sylvan? No, that's not Sylvan. We're seeking one more player. Century Quest player needed. Sounds like a video game. Hey, you there. How about a fast, exciting round of Century Quest? Ask him about the riddle. Once bustling and crowded. Ha! I know exactly where that is. I can tell you, but first you need to play a game of Century Quest. Come back when you're ready. I'm in. I don't know what Century Quest is, but I kind of want to play. Want an exciting round? Let's play a round. Oh, never mind. I'm not in. So it's like 3 stars on a badge. Ha, you're good. I haven't had a match that fun in ages. Now the riddle. I bet it's where Lamar is. Late Headmaster Lamar had more on his plate than anyone. Naturally, whenever he ended up, it was packed with people all day long. Plus, he carried Lithium Laughlog with him. He wouldn't miss a chance to drop a one-liner. Where there is Lamar, there is laughter. We even made plans to play Century Quest together someday and see who's better. It's a shame we never got to. That should be enough. Let's go meet and find Cassidy. I hope my guess is right. It's... Any luck? Did you find the clue to crack the riddle? Yeah, what about you? As expected of Magister Merlin. Looks like you've got working answer, Merlin. You go first. Lamar's place. The one you can't enter without permission. It's practically spelling itself out. I remember the Century Quest challenges. They had a side mission for each one at the beginning as you leveled up. Really, I don't really like these kind of ones. The headmaster's office. That's exactly what I was going to say. Getting the same answer as you honestly feels even better than mastering advanced magic. Are we correct, Professor Zoria? That is for you to confirm. Go to the headmaster's office. Merlin can't be wrong. Come on, let's go. There's nothing like the great outdoors in the far-flung forest. It's the best, of course, if you want to get close to the greenery. Then camping in the wild is a place to be. There's flowers, fish, caves and rocks, and lots of logs. The headmaster's office. As you stop at the door, scenes tied to this place flicker through your mind. Zoria waits in silence beside you, watching your expression like she's waiting for something to surface. You can't help but murmur. It's so quiet here. Was it usually this deserted? I'm not going to dig a tunnel here. I kind of want to say this. I appreciate it. I take it you find this place too quiet, thinking of livening things up. Just because it's quiet now doesn't mean it always was. This office used to be lively. Headmaster Lamar often invited students in for tea and talk. He'd ask how we were doing, whether we felt at home in the Lyceum. Cassidy, I've given your access to this office. You may enter any time to investigate and confirm your answer. What about me? You already have unrestricted access across campus. Did you forget? And frankly, even when you didn't have permission, like back in your student days, there still wasn't a door in the academy that could keep you out. That's crazy. How come when you said you're not going to dig a tunnel makes me think of the song, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, never get Donald. That one. Jam, the music's contagious, truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, jam, the music. And on top of it all, you're here with me, outrageous. That's what I think of when I think of Gem. It's so sad that what happened to the Gem series because of that horrible movie. Let's go inside and investigate. Where would the clue be? We'll have to search everything. Examine bookshelf and desk. Ooh, you're here with me, outrageous. She's too much of a rebel, she'll land you in a screw. She's a bad influence, a bad influence. Tons of books, but nothing about herbal tea. A bad influence on you. The kid's a goody-goody, she hasn't got a clue. Want to skip class? Have you seen their latest trick for ditching class? I think it might work. Want to try it next lesson? That spell's too advanced for me. Don't you want that limited edition gadget that just hit the shelves? Alright, I'm sold. That gadget is mine. P.S. Don't pass this back. I think the professor has noticed us. The messages end abruptly. Given where you found it, it's easy to infer what happened afterwards. We've searched every place a recipe could reasonably be, and still nothing. Could we have gotten the answer wrong? Maybe the recipe isn't in Headmaster's office after all. Come to think of it, writing down his favorite recipe and leaving it in his office doesn't really make sense. A favorite recipe should be memorized. He could just simply brew it whenever he pleased, so why bother writing it down? Though we can't rule out the possibility that age was affecting his memory. I don't put any energy into getting collaborative items like that. What do you mean? Let me see. The kids are goody goody. And good afternoon, Dime. Get the each chicken emote. I see. You haven't got a clue. And hello, Akitsune. I'm doing amazing. How are you? He's a bad influence, a bad influence, a bad influence on you. Keep away, she'll lead you astray. There's something up her sleeve. Use your head, you'll be misled. The girl's a fool. And too naive, too naive. And good, glad to be back from business travel. Ooh. I guess it wasn't, was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Or was it just work the whole time? What else did you find? You noticed it too, didn't you? There's no tea table, no tea set, and none of the herbs or ingredients you'd expect. There's barely anything that connects to herbal tea. Maybe there was something hidden in the past? The riddle's second line. The answer is hidden in the past, buried in conflicts, and whispered in cheerful chatters. I used to watch the cartoon series when it aired. Work to insanity. I couldn't stream or watch anyone. Oh, that's rough. I miss Hot Wheels World Race. It had a Smashing Mouth song on it. Oh, Smash Mouth song. If you're inclined, but don't go out of your way. Let's like scroll back up. Oh, because you said you don't. Yeah. I was born in 1995. 1985, Jeffrey Bezos. It's not 1995, but I'm going with a friend. Nice. The answer is hidden in the... Okay, I already read that. I assumed it was adding detail to the first line, together pointing to the headmaster's office. You're saying it could actually be hinting at a specific spot in his office? Or the old records? Got a spot around here for storing old stuff? A spot for storing old stuff. Ah, that's right. Lamar always kept important materials archived. He mentioned it when I brought my paper once. He keeps them in hidden compartments under the bookcase. Why would... If you were hiding something, why would you tell anybody where you were hiding stuff? Like, that's kind of crazy. I wouldn't tell anybody where I'm hiding my stuff. You still hear if you can definitely watch the DJ movie on YouTube. I don't eat from fast food chains often. Fair. I love the side missions this season. We connect with our tower more. I love the tower actually because Cranky's there. So it's cute. Help a flock of birds migrate. Even a Harry Potter-like mission with a mirror. Ooh, mirrors. In fact, in general, I like the symbolism mirrors have. You meant the G.I. Joe movie. Been a long time since I've done... Ooh, oh wait. While I like this one, it's not my favorite. So this is that and that's that. So we need two facing like this. Perfect. Rule revisions. Ah yes, the herbal tea incident. A minor disaster, though I must admit, quite the spectacle. In the wake of it, dear Zoria and I had a few of our esteemed faculty members have proposed some rather inventive changes to our school rules. One professor even suggested, and I quote, "At this rate, the students will blow the whole school up with their herbal tea." Now while I'm sure that's a bit of an exaggeration, the sight of a tea-flooded lecture hall was certainly unforgettable. I do agree, though, that a revision is necessary, so here's my proposal. Let's add water to the list of forbidden foods in Article 6, Clause 8. This, in theory, would make brewing the herbal tea a tad more difficult, don't you think? That's crazy. How are you gonna forbid water? That's insane. The symbolism of mirrors? Yeah, I like them. Like, there's symbolism. Let me look up what they say. But like it reflects, it shows your like weakness, it shows your strength. It can be used in like horror movies to show things that you've never seen behind you. It can be used to show your inner self. Let me look at this list. Reflection of self, awareness and clarity, soul searching, truth and beauty, mysticism and spiritual brokenness, wisdom, duality, truth, beauty, mysticism. I don't know why this is out of order. I'll take no slander against water. I know, right? Like, why are we banning? Who offered this? Was it Countess? Because then it kind of makes sense. But for anybody else, like any professor or living being, to be against water is insane. Especially in a school. Every waterbender ever. LOL. Speaking of waterbenders, Avatar, the movie, is coming out, right? It might already be out. I don't even know. Are you guys gonna watch it? I'm low-key kind of curious. What say you, Professor Zoria? Does this solve our dilemma? Such an unreasonable revision would lead to major disorder, Headmaster. It mustn't be passed. But this is the best solution I can think of, dear Zoria. If it's vetoed, we'll have no choice but to put revision on hold. Let's put it off then. Herbal tea incident. Better talk it through with Cassidy. Someone leaked it. It got leaked. The company leaked their own movie. The company didn't leak their own movie. There was definitely like a hacker. But I mean like official. Did Headmaster Lamar like that tea much? I honestly don't know. Lots of more choices matter side quests. Yes, I love those. I love the choice ones. I honestly didn't know he was that obsessed with herbal tea. Enough to debate Professor Zoria over it repeatedly. But why does his office have nothing tea related at all? Maybe. And the herbal tea incident. What exactly happened? How did it get serious enough to warrant a rule change? Zoria proposed a revision. Was it really that bad? It's a bit too much. You steal a look at Zoria. She seems unbothered by your whispers and meets your eyes in silence, as stern as ever. Have you found the answer? Not even close. I'm more clueless, if anything. Got any questions? Did Lamar actually like herbal tea? You found out about the herbal tea incident, so the first riddle is solved. Now begin riddle 2. As for your question, keep going and you'll get your answer soon enough. Who passes judgment on every wrong? What is unseen and formless, yet can calm all chaos? The answer is hidden in contraband, buried in secrets and embedded in knowledge. Okay, so if we're thinking in this season, who passes judgment on every wrong? I would say the headmaster or acting headmaster. So either Druela or Lamar. Bama boy. Bama. Bama, Bama boy. Now what's the next chapter going to be? I think it's going to be going to Savannah with a court mage thing. I don't think it's actually going to be in the court mage, but where Cassidy's going, we're also going. I'm not sure what is going on there though. I'm not sure what this riddle could be. Maybe I'm just terrible at these riddles. Contraband. What does that mean? Maybe the guy from earlier? I'm completely lost on this one. I think you'll have to do the deduction. What could the answer be? The warehouse manager? No wrinkles, only smooth. LOL. Did it freeze? Okay. What? She's too much of a rose to land you in a screw. She's a bad influence, a bad influence, a bad influence on you. I don't even know what these mean, to be honest. I'm just putting things together. Okay, I don't know what the connection was, but it is unseen, formless, and buried in secrets and knowledge. Maybe it's some buried truth only few know. A judge that can impose bans. The only thing that fits is rules. Oh. Countess hidden within the library rulebook is the answer to Zoria's second riddle. Connected to rules known only to few, usually unseen yet unable to pass. Usually unseen yet able to pass judgment on every wrong. A thought drifts into your mind. A silhouette perpetually naps face down on open pages. You can even imagine her yawning and waving at you like she can't be bothered. Oh, they're using the Ace Attorney gimmick again. I don't mind it. It's just I don't really know what's going on with the T. That is the one hidden in the library's rulebook, Countess. You explain what you have to Cassidy, focusing on essentials without giving out Countess's true identity. An intelligent being in the Lyceum Library. I've been there so many times and never noticed. Strangely, I'm not even that surprised. It's the Lyceum's impossible doesn't really apply here. But uncovering a campus secret with you, Magister Merlin, it feels like a scene from Merlin's fanfic collection. What did you say? Fanfic? What's that? I'm gonna say, what did you say? Oh, just fan creations. Completely unofficial stories. Most harmless. Please don't read them. Anyway, solving the riddle comes first. Shall we head to the library? Let's move. Autobots, roll out! I want some chalky milk, but I got a slice of lemon cake waiting for me. I don't think those would taste very good together. Countess is there. Let's go ask her. I find it crazy that we're just introducing Countess to Cassidy. Is it still not time to clock out? Something shady is happening in Savannah. We even left our tower for 20 years for the Second Divine War, the second return of Hypogeans and Hypofiends after 2,000 years. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that next story is going to be. Huh, Merlin? What's with the sudden visit? You brought little Zoria and, well, if it isn't that good student who lingers after closing and makes me work overtime. Shorter holidays, more homework, harder exams, none of it seems to bother her. I swear she's impossible. Deaths take me. How can a student be that dull, boring, no fun at all? I mean, she's Cassidy. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business first. Yawn. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Who are you talking to, Magister? I don't see anyone. Never mind. She's right in front of you. In that case, I'll leave the talking to you. Anything about the riddle and the herbal tea incident helps? Oh, so that's why you came. I see. Countess cups her chin, her eyes darting between you and Zoria. That's a really interesting position. Cups your chin. Is it this? Street shark. Street sharks. Countess cups her chin, her eyes darting between you and Zoria with an exaggerated winks and smug face. A very bad feeling settles in your gut. You want my help? Sure. But you know the rule. You pay first. Again? You said you'd help me. Memory recovery wasn't part of our agreement, you know. Merlin or not. I can still choose not to answer. Because honestly, who enjoys unpaid overtime? True. Besides, it's not up to me anyway. Someone already set the terms. Meet them, and only then do you get your answer. I'm exhausted, you know. One task after another you shove at me, and then you're complaining about it. I'm so hurt. You're clearly enjoying this, but your smile says otherwise. Seriousness is terribly unattractive, whether you're a human or Hypogean. See that book? Those mischievous troublemakers are zapping past so fast I'm getting dizzy. Oh shoot, I just realized the time. Listen up, here's the deal. Beat those troublemakers and drive them back into the ceiling circle. Whew, ordering Merlin around feels fantastic. Come on, chop chop, clock in already. LOL. Cassidy has met Countess. You can relax, my friend. What? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. I'm fine, polities. Look at all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how you're supposed to live? Awesome. Awesome. Surprise, your final opponent is me. Let's spice things up. Alright.
Everyone's doing great.
Everyone's doing great. Countess? My little Zoria, don't make that face. Though, to be fair, you always look like that, but I can tell you're glaring. I just added a bonus stage on top of the challenge. No harm done. And look, my dear student is perfectly fine. That's an excuse to slack off. You just wanted to boss me around. Hush! Must you be so direct? Playtime's over. Fine, if little Merlin gets them back into the ceiling circle, we'll call it a deal. Round up all those naughty books and you may pass. What's happening? Drive the books back? Over there, right? Where are we taking them? Oh, into the circle. I thought we were putting them in the purple. My bad, my bad. Honestly, after all these years, you're just obedient and effective too. Makes me curious what you've been through since you woke up. So you'll honor the deal now. Tell me about the incident. Not as dramatic as it sounds. It's just a school-wide fad from a few years ago. There, the record is right there. Read it yourself. A book slid out from the pile. Are we supposed to read it? I bet. But we're gonna have to save that for next time. We will be raiding out. I'm still backing up my Xbox 360 games on my hard drive via my soft-modded 360. Oh, interesting. We will be raiding out to Pei, who is doing art right now. So have a good night or morning. See you guys next time. Love you guys and stay sweet. Bye! For 2 hours. We went a little bit longer. 2 hours and 12 minutes. Bye-bye. When we're